In terms of the weather, we're not flipping back and forth between anything. It's just staying pretty much consistent with what we've had with low clouds, drizzle, and temperatures that are kind of flatlined right in the 40s to 50 degrees. Live look right now, our CSU cam doesn't look too bad. I mean, we've got decent visibility downtown. There's some fog just up above us. That cam's working, right? Because we have had some fog around and we couldn't see the tops of the buildings a little bit ago. Maybe we've dried out downtown, I'm not sure. But anyway, we've got a dreary day today. We've got fog around mainly early today for a lot of you. Clouds, drizzle, low clouds kind of hanging around. Here's live look around town right now. You can see some of that fog and wet pavement in Cleveland. Medina, we've got some thick fog for you. Canton, a little bit better visibility than down in Akron. That's where the thickest fog has been consistently between Akron and Canton, right near the airport there, the regional airport. We've got visibility that's been checking in at a quarter mile all morning. That's some dense fog. It extends into Portage County, southern Geauga, and then more of a hazy fog as you get out towards the east. We're sitting pretty out towards the western communities with not a lot of fog, just a little haze. All of us dealing with low clouds. We also are dealing with drizzle. Drizzle doesn't usually show up on radar. Remember, the radar beam goes up with the Earth's curvature. That drizzle stays at the low level, so a lot of it gets missed by the radar beam, and it is drizzling outside for a lot of you here this morning. And that will continue to be the case today as moisture is just locked in across the Great Lakes. That November sun, well, it doesn't do much to erode those clouds this time of year. Good news is we dry out for the weekend, and then here comes the start of what is a very active pattern that starts next week and goes all the way through Thanksgiving. That may bring us our first snow. So we'll talk about that in a second. Meanwhile, we'll get you through today. National Designer, an hour-by-hour forecast. Temperatures flatline right where they are. Clouds, periodic drizzle from time to time, a light breeze. Really not much change. Your Friday evening plans look kind of drizzly at this point with low clouds around. Models clear us out pretty quickly. I would be hesitant to say that as we go through time, but notice tomorrow we bring in some sunshine after the clouds kind of erode, and then we'll start Sunday on the cooler side as we do bring in some clearer skies. In terms of the weekend forecast, 50s and then upper 50s on Sunday. Both days will have clouds, but we will be warmer on Sunday as we start to kind of feel the influence of that pattern change out west. All right, let's talk about it. We've been talking about this all week. We've got an area of low pressure that's going to develop, and I'm going to show you two models. I'm going to show you the Euro, and I'm going to show you the GFS. These are the two major models we look at. There's many other ones, but in terms of the setup, they still don't agree on how this evolves next week, which is kind of crazy. Normally you see some consensus at this point. So the Euro brings the low pressure Monday into Tuesday into plains. We're on the warm side. No question we'll be warm out ahead of that. Cold air diving in the country. But the change is what it does with the secondary low pressure. So the Euro develops a secondary low pressure right over us Wednesday, and watch how that cold air comes in and changes rain over to wet snow mix on Thursday and Friday of next week. But then it takes this low out of here and it keeps us kind of mild after that, like 40s and 50s with not a lot of snow. GFS, same thing, has that same low pressure developing, but it evolves that secondary low differently. So watch how it kind of evolves it right over us. That brings rain and snow in here on Thursday. Okay, both agree on that. But watch what it says next weekend. It brings colder air in from Canada. So that sets the stage for a real snowy weekend next weekend with lake effect snow. What is one to believe? Well, it's too far in the distance to even get in the details. We know it's going to get colder around here. We don't know the timing on rain changing over to snow when that happens. So forecast confidence, I'm going to give it to you. It's pretty low right now beyond Wednesday. Union Hill Mortgage 10-day forecasts were mild up until Wednesday. That's locked in. But beyond that, I've got a mix of rain and snow, but that could fluctuate based on when that low and where it decides to develop. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Isabel?
All right. Guess we are prepared. Yeah. Thanks, Matt.